Your home may have been doing just fine when, out of the blue, it seems to be cracking up. Get some sticky symptoms, even that sinking feeling. Now, help has arrived with your Chance authorized foundation contractor who can diagnose your home's ailments, prescribe and install the patented helical pier system, which often is the cure for such problems. The system has been successfully used to support new structures, underpin existing structures, raise existing structures, and to anchor retaining walls. There are many different reasons for utilizing the helical pier system. Depending on your geographic area, you may find requirements for helical piers in many situations, such as piers and docks, expansive soils, high water tables, silty soils, and fill areas. The Chance helical pier system offers significant economic and performance advantages over such traditional methods as concrete, wood, or steel piles. This system is designed to meet all the performance recommendations of the American Society of Civil Engineers, and it meets the requirements of widely accepted geotechnical designs. Based on general bearing design equations and using new soil strength measuring techniques, the Chance helical pier system brings a better solution to building foundation design. The basis for the system is a simple concept: placing a helical pier in stable soil strong enough to support the load. Now, let's take a look at a typical underpinning job on an existing foundation. It will be from an actual remedial repair job by a Chance authorized installer crew. Upon arrival, the crew takes a few minutes to familiarize themselves with the job site and the work to be done. While the crew unloads the work truck, tools, and the mini excavator, the supervisor and lead worker check to see that the local utilities have properly marked the locations of the underground lines. As the mini excavator comes off the trailer, crew leaders review the plan of repair and lay out where the helical piers will be placed by marking the wall above each spot. Then again, we check the underground utility locations. Under the house, a worker verifies where the gas, water, electrical, and sewer services are to make sure the utilities will not interfere with our excavation. Now confident about the utility locations, the crew lays out sheets of plywood as shields on the grass so as not to destroy the landscaping. Here, the mini excavator carefully walks to the location for the first helical pier. It starts a hole 3 feet deep by 3 feet per side, where each pier will be installed to stabilize the foundation and minimize further damage. Once the machine excavation is complete, we hand dig directly below the foundation footing to make room for the underpinning bracket. A small chipping gun removes a section of the footing lip where the bracket will fit flush against it and underneath the footing. Now that the footing is fully prepared for the bracket, the helical pier can be placed in the access hole. In this case, the mini excavator, fitted with a hydraulic drive head, will install the helical pier. The helix penetrates the soil like a screw into wood, driven by measured torque from the power unit. When sufficient torque is obtained, it indicates the helix has reached a level unaffected by changes in the water table. As in many cases, an extension shaft must be added to reach the proper torque. Installing torque is constantly monitored while the pier is driven because it is directly related to the pier's load capacity. It's a 10-to-1 ratio, so for this pier to provide a bearing capacity of 25,000 pounds, it must be driven until it requires 2,500 foot-pounds of torque. At that point, the hydraulic power unit's pressure gauge reads 2,300 psi. A portable hacksaw cuts off any excess length of the extension shaft. Then the underpinning bracket parts are assembled on the pier shaft. Grouting is then placed on the bracket lip that fits up under the footing. And the two bolts are tightened to set the bracket and pier in alignment with the footing. Then the nuts are removed and replaced one at a time, while holes are drilled in the footing face for anchor bolts to secure the bracket to the footing. Next, a jacking tool is bolted onto each underpinning bracket. Then, a hydraulic jack is placed on top of each bracket's T-pipe, and the jacking tool is tightened down against the jack. Before any jacking begins, the supervisor uses a level to register a reference mark on the house wall. This mark can be observed through the surveying instrument during the jacking process to monitor upward movement. Hydraulic force is applied and the reference marks are observed, as well as cracks in brick mortar or misaligned doors or windows. The jacking procedure is complete once the stabilization or lifting, as required, is achieved. Then the piers are locked off by securing the lifting bolts. The jacks and jacking tools are removed, and the access holes are refilled with earth and tamped back to its original grade. Before leaving, the supervisor locates new benchmarks on the structure and enters them into the permanent record for future reference. At this stable position, repairs to the structure can be made with confidence. The brick wall here is sound now, with its footing below supported by the Chance helical pier system. As you can see, this system is an economical, pre-engineered solution for fast, easy support of new or existing structures, as well as for holding retaining walls. Whether you need the Chance helical pier system for underpinning or tiebacks, when properly installed by an authorized contractor, it can revitalize your investment in residential or light commercial structures requiring remedial foundation work. And it can help counteract poor surface conditions for new construction by becoming part of the footing, as installed here, before the foundation is poured. Pre-engineered with significant economic and performance advantages that surpass other standard methods such as concrete, wood, or steel piles. The Chance helical pier system is your obvious choice. It's a choice you have that can restore your peace of mind and your home's self-worth.